Hello, everybody. So we had the opportunity to consult with young entrepreneurs of the future. They're an organization based out of Omaha, Nebraska. YEF, or Young Entrepreneurs of the Future, which we'll refer to throughout our presentation, they really focus on inspiring entrepreneurship in youth and also giving them practical skills to help build their business in whatever way they decide. So first, I'm going to introduce myself, have the rest of my team introduced, and then I'll have Marie talk a little bit more. So my name's Garrett. I'm from Lee Summit, Missouri.
I'm Claire. I'm from Lincoln.
I'm Tegan Sullivan. I'm from Lincoln as well.
I'm Ethan Zaborowski, and I'm from Lincoln.
I'm Evan Wilson from Centennial, Colorado.
And I'm Mary Philemon from Lincoln, Nebraska. And as Garrett said, we had the wonderful opportunity to work with young entrepreneurs of the future. And just from my first interaction with Brianne, I could tell just how passionate she was of working with youth. And it really shows because they're in the after-school programs. They're providing weekly classes for 15 to 20 kids per class, but overall 300 to 400 kids. And they're in elementary, middle school, and high schools. They provide cooking classes, baking classes, rug tufting, and they teach them entrepreneurship from the ground up. Brianne will break it down for them, show them exactly how to run a business, and it's very inspiring. And one of the stories that she gladly shared with me was of a young woman right there. Her name is Brielle, but you can also call her DJ Breezy Bree. She really, really wanted to start DJing during the pandemic, and with YEF, they gave her a $500 grant to start her business. And now she goes around nationwide with a local young entrepreneur like herself. Her name is Sunny G. She is a rapper, and they go around nationwide and do anti-bullying and promote songs for other youth to make sure that they do well in school. And with that being said, because of the passion that they have, I would like to pass on to Ethan and Evan so that they can tell you exactly how they did it.
Yeah, so pretty much the first initial conversation that we had was the importance of engagement in the workplace. And kind of the first thing that we talked about was engagement versus satisfaction, and how satisfaction is a result of team engagement, and it's reflected by it as well. So kind of one thing that we noticed was that everyone in YEF does follow their mission and their vision, and we kind of saw how just through having that conversation with Brianne, they're able to take their kids that they're training through all these different lessons and programs and kind of moving them through and walking them along and actually transitioning them just through that program into something else and something greater. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to Ethan, and he'll kind of give you a rundown of the Q12.
Yeah, so as you can see, we had 8 respondents, and they had a mean of 4.73. It was really interesting to see the conversations that came up as a result of them viewing the survey results. It was also really great to see how they wanted to improve their lower but still impressive scores. And I thought it was great how they used their teamwork and how the survey seemed to be a great jumping off point for talking about issues that the organization was having, such as supplies organization and expanding into new schools.
Yeah, and to add on to that, we focused on their highest score, which was question 7, opinions count. Michelle and Brianne were not surprised by all at this because they really value and practice open communication in their business, because if there is a problem, they want to talk through it and come up with new ideas together to help the company grow.
To build off what Tegan said, another question we focused on was question 2, materials and equipment. And that was one of their lower scores, however, it wasn't a low score at all. And through fostering a discussion with Brianne and Michelle, we found that because of their selective process for selecting teachers, they wanted to provide them with more training, and we opened a discussion to find solutions to this lower score.
Yeah, so similar to Echo Collective, like the group before us, they again had amazing scores, so it was kind of hard. Like Aiden said, very hard to do your job when they already do great. So I think one of the cool things we kind of reflected on was trying to focus on mission. They talk about their mission for 30 minutes, and they probably could have talked about it for hours and hours. And it was so great to see that, because I think at the end of the day, we really learned that if you don't have a mission, you don't have a business. And they do such a great job of that, and that was really cool to reflect on. Also, promoting opportunity. They do a great job of letting their employees, yes, we want you to keep you, but also we want you to grow as employees, whether that be in our organization or future organizations. They did a really good job of that, and that was really cool to see. And then also offering another outlet. So a lot of what the work they do is kind of showing that college is not always the route for everybody, and really providing those kids trades, and if they want to do a business, they'll give them the money, and they kind of can be self-dependent and kind of try to do that. So in the end, it was a great experience learning from them, and we hope to see future success stories like Brielle in the future. Also, a huge shout out, Brianne and Travis and Michelle and Joey, they're right there. Thank you guys for coming in. It was great to really listen from you. So yeah, we'll transition to Hope Venture, I believe, next. So.
Together, and then I'll send it to your email because I have yours, and then you guys can have it. Thanks so much. I hope your future goes well. Anything that I can do with you guys, please let me know. And I'm always sometimes in the we're trying to build a thing. I'm well, so then we won't reach out.
And I'm a builder too, so it's pretty cool that I'm a builder, you guys are builders. We're here, I was here, you know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So, thank you guys.